So, there's something you want to do, but you're not sure if you can do it. Not a problem. Now, this is kind of a recurring theme that I see a lot, and it's also a topic that comes up quite often whenever we're just chilling on Friday. But I really wanted to talk about this today because I think it's something that more and more people are dealing with. And I wanted to try and explain why I think it happens. So, at its core, what's going on is, I believe hesitation comes from the fear of making mistakes. I might be dating myself here, but back when I was a kid in my neighborhood, in my community, my parents always encouraged me to go out and try stuff. And when I made mistakes, sure, my friends would get a good laugh, and I'd feel stupid for a while, but in the end I'd learn from it and grow into a stronger person later. And eventually you learn that the mistakes that you've made in the past actually have value to not just you, but to the people around you in your community. You know, like when I was trying to play Melee competitively and I was trying to learn how to wave shine, I made a lot of mistakes. And I found out that when I used certain hand positions, that after about a week, my hands would start to hurt. So when I saw my friends doing the same thing, I could warn them and be like, hey, just letting you know, if you keep holding the controller like that, you're gonna mess up your hands. Like even little things like that are examples of how the people around you can benefit a lot from your mistakes. And they don't necessarily have to be these things that you're afraid of making. But if you've been raised with the internet, then everything is kind of blown out of proportion. If you make a mistake online or you post something that doesn't really work, then everyone blows you up immediately. You get told you're stupid, you have no idea what you're talking about, you should just quit because clearly you don't know what you're doing. Or even if you say something that is true and does work, you're still going to get hit with the, well, technically this works, but you could have done it better, this is a really bad method, you shouldn't be teaching people to do it this way. And if this happens to you while you're young and impressionable, then I could easily see how this would probably mentally scar you to the point where you would probably lose the will and the confidence to try anything. And this starts you down a negative spiral, because if you tell yourself, well, I'm not confident that I could do this without making any mistakes, so I'm not even going to try, but the truth is actually the opposite. You can't gain the confidence to do something until after you've made those mistakes through experience. But you're saying you don't want the experience until after you're confident. You see what I mean? The way I see it is we have entire generations of kids now who are essentially afraid to try because they've seen all the people around them get blown up and called idiots for making even the smallest mistakes. And they literally do not know how to navigate from the start, because every single direction they want to go looks like it's booby-trapped with mines. So they feel stuck, and they never try anything. They never gain experience, and thus they never gain the confidence that they would need to actually go for the things they really want. Which is a goddamn shame, because the truth is, success is made out of improvement. And improvement is made out of learning from experience. And experience always contains mistakes. So if there's one thing that you take away from this video, just remember, you don't need to be qualified to try. Don't be afraid of mistakes. You should be excited to learn from them. And if you can, maybe along the way you can help others do the same. So, hope that helps. And as always, hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you around.